It's raining a lot, but since it is raining, I managed to score some cheap tickets to one of Hong Kong's amusement parks called Ocean Park. So I thought I'd take you guys along for the ride, and let's see what we can find. Okay, so we're in Ocean Park right now, and we're gonna take those cable cars upside a mountain.
Oh, we're going higher.
So Ocean Park is built really in two parts. Originally when they built it, it was on an island and on the peninsula, on the southern part of Hong Kong Island. So they had to figure out a way to kind of connect the two sides of the park. And the way they did this was with a massive cable car system. Now, these cable cars look like giant eggs, and they're made with reinforced steel, which is probably a good thing considering you're going up maybe 8,000 feet up in the air, literally off the side of a mountain in these cable cars. Now, the whole trip takes about 10 minutes, and it seems really peaceful. Most cable cars are kind of peaceful, or if you have your girlfriend with you, it's kind of romantic. These are anything but. As you're going up the different connecting points, the whole car kind of shudders and shakes and grinds, and you get this feeling of imminent demise as you go up and over the side of the mountain. So, I mean, it really is cool, don't get me wrong. I love riding on them, but it's kind of like that feeling of dread on a roller coaster, but not quite in the same zippy fun way. So, it's neat. Now, once you get to the other side of Ocean Park, then they have all the regular amusement park rides like you may be used to. Roller coasters, they've got games of chance, Ferris wheels, you names it over there. And on the other side of the park, they've got animals, exhibits, sharks, pandas, all sorts of neat things, kung fu demonstrations, kind of like an old recreation of old Hong Kong. So it's really something that you definitely have to experience once. Unfortunately, like so many theme parks, everything is astronomically priced. A bottle of water, say about $5 US. Coke, even more. You can drop easily 13, 15 bucks on a hot dog. So now the nice thing is, whereas a lot of the theme parks in the United States will check your bags, there's no pretense. So I'd advise you just load up on water, chips, whatever else you want to snack on throughout the day, and save yourself a small mint, really. This was a recreation of old Hong Kong from like the 1950s, 1960s sort of era. They had the old carnival-style games there, what I believe to be an authentic policeman traffic director's podium, an old trolley car, the Ding Ding, and of course on the ground there you can see they have the old style Ding Ding train tracks with the cobblestone pavement. They had some traditional style treats, pork balls, mooncakes, this sort of thing. Yep, we're still waiting in line. Now, since it's a major theme park, of course Ocean Park has got a lot of roller coasters. Cool coasters, actually. They have the kind that your feet dangle underneath there in the traditional over-the-top style. But what makes the roller coasters a little more terrifying here is that they're built on this side of the mountain. So you get a little more screams out of people, of course. Down below, of course, is the South China Sea, where, yes, it is shark-infested waters. So I suppose this puts a little more zip in your zing, if you will, when you're riding those coasters. Exhibit built solely around sea lions, walruses, and seals, of course, where they hop up and down in the water. Ooh, it's their wild gift shop where the migrating stuffed animals and the migrating money goes. Should never pass up the opportunity for a selfie. Now, what are you going to spend when you get to Ocean Park? Really, I guess that depends on you. Do you want souvenirs? Expect to pay a lot. Do you want to buy a snack, a lunch? God forbid, for a lot of people while you're here, you'll pay for it. The actual ticket getting in the door is going to set you back right at about 300, 320 Hong Kong. So you're talking about 40, 50 bucks US, about most theme park prices really, kids about half price. So after that, sky's the limit. I've seen people easily drop 4,000 or 5,000 Hong Kong dollars. I've heard of one family has dropped pretty close to 7,500 Hong Kong dollars. That's $1,000 US right there. So, do you need souvenirs? If they're nice, sure. But if you don't need them, don't buy them. Lunch, again, plan accordingly. You're going to drop a lot on the essentials. They do have everything you need here. So if you need sunglasses, you can buy them here. You'll pay about 150 Hong Kong dollars for a cheap pair of gas station sunglasses. That's about 20 bucks US, and I wouldn't pay more than, you know, $5 for them anywhere else. But again, it's a buyer's market for them, I should say. So I guess that means seller's market, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what it means. So plan accordingly. When I'm here, I will generally buy a couple things of water after exhausted the water I brought with me, of course, because I will buy water at a 7-Eleven for 6-7 Hong Kong dollars. That's about $1 US. It's about a fair price to pay for water. Whereas in the park, it's going to cost you 28 to 30 bucks. That's, you know, again, you're approaching $5 for a bottle of water there. So if you can, bring it, plan ahead. Outside of that, just keep in mind, like anything else in the world, if you don't need it, don't buy it. Don't feel just because you're in a park or you come out of a ride and you're instantly in a gift shop.
Joey, I just got to drop my phone.
Most rides, like anywhere else in the theme park in the world, they'll take a bunch of pictures and they'll try to sell you overpriced pictures. If you want the picture and you just can't be without it, well, you know, you can drop 30 bucks for it, of course. But if you don't need it, don't buy it. Now I have seen people that they'll have the digital displays up there showing, you know, here is your picture. I've seen a lot of people kind of sneak up with their camera, you know, when no one's looking, and they'll go both ways and they'll snap a quick picture with their phone. If you can get away with it, great, but that's a good way to get thrown out of the park too. So don't advise it, don't try it. Most of these places don't have refunds. They don't have any sort of Better Business Bureau in China, obviously. So if you do something they don't like, they will not hesitate to throw you out, laugh, and keep your money. So, you know, don't do something that's going to get you thrown out of the park. So, quick tip there. Outside of that, generally speaking, I would say after initial investment of the ticket prices, it's a fair assessment to say you're going to drop another $100 US. give or take. On games chance with the kids if you want to play some, eats, a few essentials while you're there. Nothing extravagant. That's a pretty easy estimate right there.